So throughout this video, I'm going to be giving some information about some sort of mainstream career paths that you could do if you chose UNB-GGE. There are many more that we won't be discussing in this video, but sort of as an overall highlight, we're going to be talking about land surveying, remote sensing and photogrammetry, hydrography and ocean mapping, as well as geographic information systems. You get to work with some really cool advanced technology, GPS, GNSS, laser scanners, laser trackers, total stations, just some really cool advanced technology that you may not get to use every day in a different job. As a surveyor, you could be in charge of producing topological plans, some legal survey plans, displaying the data and evidence that we collected in the field on a paper plan for a client. Within this career, there's a lot of problem solving. So if that's something you enjoy being challenged. Something I really like about land surveying is that the job is different day to day. So one job you could be out in the woods, taking a helicopter to get to your job site, and the next, working downtown in the city for construction surveying. Within surveying itself, there are many different routes. So there's construction surveying, there's civil, there's legal surveying, there's all kinds of different things. So it really just kind of depends on what you're interested in. That aspect of having variety in my work is one of the reasons why I chose land surveying. This is a really interesting career path for someone who is interested in doing some really sophisticated work with computers and analyzing data. So this career path is all about processing data obtained through satellite imagery. Right now, there are thousands of satellites that orbit the Earth. Not all of them are used for Geodesy and Geomatics related work. However, we can access a lot of the information from these satellites to extract really interesting and useful data. We are able to analyze images in different bands that our eyes can't even see. We can analyze an image of a farmland, for example, in the near-infrared band and see how the farmland is doing in regards to photosynthesis. Something else we can do with remote sensing is aid in the monitoring of the surface of the Earth. So there's some really interesting things that you can do with monitoring for natural disasters, such as wildfires, earthquakes. We can detect how much things have moved, etc.
So here at UNB we have a big hydrography and ocean mapping program. What hydrography and ocean mapping are, in essence, are mapping the seafloor for purposes of navigation. Currently the Arctic is opening up to a lot more traffic. And only about 6% of that is actually mapped to modern standard. Also for resource exploration, for communications, laying undersea wires. So one of the primary methods of mapping the ocean floor is with sonar. So what sonar is it uses sound pulses to bounce off the bottom of the ocean, come back, we check how long it took, and we can see how deep the water is based on that. As a career path, ocean mapping is extremely exciting because unlike the land, we can't look at the bottom of the ocean unless we get out there on a ship. So there's a lot of new technology being developed to explore some of the last completely unexplored areas of the planet. If students want to have some experience with this career path before graduation, we have several opportunities for internships up on Coast Guard icebreakers in the Arctic or out on research vessels in the Pacific Ocean. Here at UNB, we actually have two research vessels. One of them is a small autonomous research vessel. The other one is called the Heron, and she's out on the west coast of British Columbia. So there's opportunities to operate her in BC.
So the next sort of main career path that you could take if you come to UNB-GGE is Geographic Information Systems. Basically, a geographic information system designs systems that relate and analyzes geographically referenced information data. So with GIS, it integrates position, time, and movement into sophisticated navigation and management systems. Using a geographic information system, we are able to extract some really important and useful information that we cannot process ourselves. So the computers are able to process some really in-depth questions very efficiently and provide us very accurate answers. Within GIS, there are also many different career paths. You can be working with stuff for urban planning, agriculture, environmental, natural disasters, working for local governments, and telecommunications, and many other aspects. We have two really amazing programs within our department. The first one I'm going to talk about is a 4-year program, which is a Bachelor of Science in Geodesy and Geomatics Engineering. So this is a 4-year program that gives graduates the opportunity to become both a professional engineer as well as a professional land surveyor. The other unique program that our department offers is called the Bachelor of Geomatics. The Bachelor of Geomatics is a 3-year program that is a little bit more specific towards land surveying. The major differences for the requirements is that a student does not need to take physics or chem here at UNB, nor do they need it to get accepted into the program. With this 3-year program, a graduate has the opportunity to become a professional land surveyor. To become a professional land surveyor, there are many exams that a student would have to take. The benefit of coming and joining our family here at UNB is that you get accreditation for all those exams. So you just need to take one final exam to become certified, and as well as your articling time. So a key difference between the two programs is that you do not get the requirements to become a professional engineer if you choose to do the Bachelor of Geomatics program. As far as requirements go for both programs, they are a little different. The following requirements are for the province of New Brunswick, so I highly encourage you to visit unb.ca/admission requirements to check out the requirements from your specific area. So for New Brunswick, a student would have to have English 12, they would need pre-calculus A and B, they would also need Chem 12, Physics 12, as well as an elective which is from a specific group where you can look online for those certain details. A student requires a minimum of a 75% average for all those classes to be accepted into the program. So for program requirements for the Bachelor of Geomatics, they look similar, but they're a little different. The major difference is that a student does not have to have physics or chemistry to be accepted into the program. More specifically, the requirements for the Bachelor of Geomatics is English 12, you need pre-cal A and B, and you have to have 3 electives in specific groups, which you can check out our program requirements online for more details. As well, a student needs a 75% minimum average to be accepted into this program. Something that's really neat and fascinating about our program here at UNB and our department is that if physics or chem sort of have you down right now in high school, we've all been there, we've all struggled, what you can do is you can apply to the Bachelor of Geomatics program, get accepted. You can complete this program and have many doors open and available for you to set you up for your future. Or if you get into this program, you complete a year, you're feeling ready with university, you are feeling that you can take this on, you can transfer into the Geodesy and Geomatics Engineering program. If a student were to do that, you would not be behind much. You would just have to catch up on the few engineering courses that you would need, so your physics and chem and mechanics, to name a few. So during your time here at UNB, there are ample opportunities for many of your interests. For example, we have a lot of students who study abroad, and you can travel all over the world, take some courses that will count towards your degree, as well as seeing really cool things throughout the world and that has to offer. For example, some of our students have studied in Thailand, Hong Kong, Germany, Australia, really all over the globe. So if that's something you're interested in, that can definitely be part of your time here at UNB.
In winter 2018, I spent the semester studying abroad in Bangkok, Thailand for 4 months. That was amazing. I had the chance to travel to, I think, was 9 countries in Southeast Asia on my weekends when I wasn't at class. I was there with our 3 other Geomatics students, so that was really fun that we were able to go to a completely other side of the world and still get credits that came back and counted towards our Geomatics degree.
So that's everything I have for you today. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. Hopefully you learned some really interesting, fun things about our program and things that you could be doing if you join our family. So thank you, I hope to see you soon, and please feel free to reach out if you have any questions.